So when we have someone from an psych background coming and joining Culture Amp, there's 5 areas where we like to get them to challenge their own thinking on a little bit. So the first thing we like to talk about is something we might call term to tools. So when we're answering questions in universities, we often get sent off to investigate how best to tackle something like engagement. We go to a literature search and find a great engagement measurement tool. In an organisation, what we really need to do is listen to the questions that the organisation is asking. And that may not come from just looking for a term they're using and finding a tool that matches that term. The second thing we talk about is viewing everything through a lens of individual assessment. And so much of psych has been geared up around personnel selection or person to organisation fit. We've got tools that are really geared up to do that individual assessment job, but not a great job of viewing or measuring things within cultures or within broader organisations. And that brings a range of different concerns to the types of tools that we might use. And the third one we like to talk about is taking ideas and experiments rather than whole models. So we often come with models that we love from our psych background, or it may have been our professor's favourite model, but that we don't have to use that entire model every time we want to learn something or do something. So it's more about picking and choosing parts of that model and stepping outside of it when you need to. So the fourth thing we like to challenge is when someone is using their professor's exact words. So we'll often hear people say, you shouldn't use correlation, you should use regression. And right away you can hear their professor sitting on their shoulder telling them that exact thing. And it's often more important to challenge that from first principles and really take your understanding a bit further as to when correlation is right or when regression is right. And the final thing we like to talk about is perfection. Coming from an academic environment, I know myself, you're often focused on perfection. You're focused on designing it appropriately, getting it absolutely perfectly right, publishing it, going out peer review. But in an organisational context, what we're really after is the best possible answer in the right amount of time.